Bonjour, Kinamagan Nene Ireland Indigenous, and welcome to this Math Tier 2 intervention. Today's episode, Reteach 6.14. We'll begin with a review of yesterday's work, and those were questions 4 to 6. The idea being that you needed to just line up our decimal points. Sorry, gotta go down one. That makes more sense. So by the time we do it, we have to multiply both sides by 100. So we end up with 940 divided by 2, which is 470. This one, we multiply both sides by 10. So we have 0.6 divided by 12. And over here, we multiply both sides by 10. So we have 396.5 divided by 13. Let's look at today's lesson. And this one has a little less writing to it, at least. It's going to be dividing decimals by powers of 10. We've done the multiplication where you had to move the decimals to the right based on how many zeros there were or what the exponent was. Now you're going the opposite way, moving the decimal points to the left. So we have a chart here at the top. And by the way, our I can statement here, by the time we're done, you can say, I can divide by powers of 10. Start at 64.12 divided by 1 is 64.12. Very similar to the identity property in multiplication. So now we divide by 10. There's 1 0. So we end up going from after the 4, back 1 space to after the 6. 100 or 10 squared. We're going to go 2 spots to the left, basic niche, and we have 0.6. By the way, don't add these together. So I've seen some students where it says 10 squared. You would take instead of just saying, okay, this means 2 zeros, they say 2 plus the 1 is 3 zeros. No. If you're using exponents, the exponent is what matters. Now we have 64.12 divided by 10 cubed, which means 1 and 3 zeros are 1,000. So we go back from after the 4, basic, niche, and we index a 0 to make it so we can get all 3, and we have 0.06412. Notice all of the other non-zero digits are the same. It's just moving the decimal point and annexing zeros when necessary. And that's only in between the decimal point and your first non-zero digit do you annex them. So let's do some together. I have 2.73 divided by 10. There's 1 0, so it's going to go back a spot. So now I have decimal point 273. I could also put 0.273. 100, 2 spots, basic and niche. So it's going to be 0.058. And this is a 3. So there's 3 zeros. It's going to go back 1, 2, and a third spot. So it's going to be 0.0162. I'm going to ask you to do numbers 4 to 8 in the Google form or on this page. If you're doing it on the paper, you can take a picture of it with your name on it and email it to me at mireland@psychchipschool.net or via text at 989-750-1640. The Google form will have those problems there available to you, and we'll see how you do. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Office hours, email, in class time. Best way to gather these lessons is in person, so if at all possible, your attendance will benefit you. Otherwise, I hope you all have a Minogijigad, Minwa, Pamapi.